Hello, salutations to everyone. It's me, Thales. This is my channel about English language. And today, it's one of those videos in which we will read and talk about an article of my liking, right? Which I choose today to read. It may involve many different topics, all right? So, let's get going. Today we will talk about technology. The purpose of this video is to provide you ideas, issues, and food for thought, right? So that you can think in English, develop your speaking strategies, and to talk to someone else about the issue, about the theme of the article I'm reading. Today's is from a website called Engadget, right? I will leave the link of the article so you can access, and we will talk about it. Okay, so here we will talk about a foldable cell phone, a foldable mobile, which is this one. Do you have a cell phone? Which cell phone do you buy? Do you have an Apple cell phone? Samsung? There are many different brands which you can choose, but here we will talk about Samsung Z Fold, right? Samsung Z Fold 3 durability 1 year in. Tougher than you might think, but with one big caveat. Okay, so let's understand. When we talk about durability, a cell phone's durability, it's about how long it will last, okay? For example, I bought my cell phone last year, and I expect it to last for many years to come. But of course, I change cell phones from time to time. How often? I have some questions. How often do you change your cell phone? Do you buy a cell phone from time to time, I believe? How many cell phones did you buy in the last, have you bought in the last 3 years or so? As far as I can remember, in 2019 I had one cell phone, and then I had to buy another one. Not that I had to, I could live with that cell phone, but I chose to buy another one because I was going to travel abroad, so that was my choice, right? And the previous cell phone I gave to my parents, and it's working as we speak, right? It's still working. Of course, the durability of the cell phone's durability, I guess they are not meant to last long, right? We have some obsolescence issues. I don't know how to speak that word. Let me see here. Obsolete. When something becomes obsolete, okay. Obsolescence. Let me see the pronunciation. Here.
Obsolescence.
Yeah, it's obsolescence. It's it's written this way, right? This is a thing, an important thing when you are studying English. When you don't know the pronunciation or you're not sure about the pronunciation of a word, you can check on the internet. It's very easy. You can even flip, right? You can choose between American or British pronunciation. Let's check the British one.
Obsolescence.
Obsolescence. No, it doesn't differ much. Depending on the word, the pronunciation might be different, okay? Okay, this is another article. We are not talking about this, we're talking about this one. Okay, so when I say something is tough, it means that it has a high durability, okay? A tough cell phone, a tough computer, it means that it's going to last, it's robust. It's tougher than you might think, but with one big caveat. Caveat, in that case, it's an exception. Okay, it's tough, but we have here one big disadvantage that we're going to talk about. All right? Okay. So here we have in the highlight of the news, we have this, and then we have the subtitle, we could say. No one wants a screen protector that develops bubbles after 6 to 8 months. I guess that's the big caveat the article will talk about. Bubbles, you know what bubbles are? When you buy a cell phone, you have to use a screen protector. And like this, I will show the picture. You see here that it has a screen protector, but can you see here the air, right? There is some air space, there is some gap in here. It doesn't work very well here, you see? These are bubbles. So when you have bubbles, it's a big no. When I buy my cell phone, I also have to buy some screen protector. It's advisable for everyone who has a cell phone, okay? But it means, I believe that this cell phone, this foldable cell phone, comes with a screen protector and it develops bubbles after 6 to 8 months. Okay, so let's read the paragraph and talk about it, okay? Foldable phones, right? Foldable are cell phones which you can fold, okay? You can close like this, foldable. Foldable phones are still kind of awkward, weird, okay? Unproven devices. Yeah, it's not very common. I don't know anyone who has a foldable phone. Do you know someone? What about you? Would you buy a foldable phone or not? I don't know. I find it weird, you know. Cell phones are designed, in my opinion, to be compact, okay? To be small, not too big. If the cell phone is foldable, it's no longer compact. And I believe it would bring more problems than solutions. Okay, so it's an unproven device because not too many people have used it, and the market doesn't have much experience with it. But over the last 3 generations, with a fourth presumably on the way, Samsung has made major strides with its designs, paving the way for innovative, though sometimes quite pricey, alternatives to the typical glass brick. Okay, so let's understand. Over the last 3 generations, I can assume from here that Samsung already has 3 generations of foldable phones, okay? And is looking forward to design another one, right? And the 4th generation. And Samsung has tried many things, right? Major strides with its designs. It means that they are experiencing many different designs. And they're paving the way for innovative. Okay, so innovation is important, but sometimes quite pricey. It means that, okay, you want innovation in a phone, okay, we can deliver that, but it will be quite expensive. If you really want an innovative solution, you have to pay a lot of money. Alternatives to the typical glass brick. Okay, glass brick, brick, you know, you build houses from with bricks. When you say glass brick, it's kind of a nice name, a sweet name or nickname for cell phones. When you combine that with sales of nearing 10 million devices last year, It feels like Samsung's foldables are finally beginning to break into the mainstream. Okay, so let's understand. So it's innovative. It's already it has already 3 generations, and the 4th is coming. Samsung has made major strides with its designs, which we can say that's innovative. It's pricey, and you combine those facts with the sales of nearing or roughly 10 million devices. So it's a lot. They have sold a lot of devices, foldable devices, 10 million devices worldwide, I believe. It feels like Samsung's foldables are finally beginning to break into the mainstream. When a product breaks into the mainstream, what does it mean? It means that it's going to sell like crazy, okay? Sell huge amounts, huge packages, and everywhere people want to buy that. But I believe it's not mainstream yet, at least the people I know. I don't know anyone with a foldable phone, and it doesn't appeal to me either. Maybe if it has a nice camera, if it has a high-tech technology, they have to show the advantages of the product. You must be able to show your consumers, your customers, what the advantages are, why you should buy that product, because you already have a cell phone, right? You have a device, you have a glass brick at home, and in order to buy another one, you need to feel compelled to do it. So unless people, they just change from one technology to another, and they don't care too much about money because they have huge amounts of money. It's not my case. But people in general, they change or they buy other things when they feel that the cost benefit of having another device replacing the previous one is higher, right? For example, I have a PlayStation 5 now, but I used to have PlayStation 4. Why did I buy PlayStation 5 in the first place? Because it's more advanced, it has better graphics, it has better technology. That's the reason I bought it. So the same applies to computers, to everything, right? When you have to buy another thing of the same type of product, of technology that you have, for example, a cell phone or a new TV or a new computer, you have to think about it, right? How much you will pay, what you're gonna do with the previous product. Are you going to throw it away, or are you going to give to someone else? Are you going do you intend to sell it to someone? So you can do many different things. Okay, so let's the article. But despite a number of improvements over the years, so it means that this Samsung's foldable phone has gone under a number of improvements, many improvements over the years. There is one aspect of Samsung's foldable that still needs a lot of work: durability. So that's the caveat we are talking about. And we will understand what is the main disadvantage of that kind of technology. Of course, I'm talking about the article. I'm not a tech specialist, so I don't have this product in hand, so I can test it. And anyway, I'm just reading the article and making comments and developing ideas from it, so that you can think about it, you can talk about it, and you can search articles and learn new vocabulary from it. Last year, after purchasing my own Z Fold 2, I documented some of the issues I faced after owning it for 10 months. Okay, so the person who wrote this article, I guess it's this one, Sam Rutherford. He bought a Z Fold 2 last year, and he started documenting the issues that he was facing with this product. So in a period of 10 months, he documented every single problem, every single issue that he had with this Z Fold 2, okay? After upgrading to Z Fold 3 last fall, so he bought another one, he upgraded. What does it mean? It means that you are buying another product, probably from the same line, because Z Fold is a line of products, and he decided to buy another one, more advanced, the latest technology. I'm here to report back on how Samsung's latest flagship foldable is holding up just shy of 1 year later. Okay. So the latest flagship foldable, it means that it's the latest product in the market, and we will see how it is holding up, how it is faring, right? We will see the features and whether it's a good product or not. So here we have a product. Okay, so this is a Z Fold. It's folded, right? It's like you have like this, it's folded, and like that, it's not folded. It's weird, you know? And you can see from here what one of the problems is, right? It's in the folding, when the product folds, right? When the cell phone folds, the screen has many bubbles, right? It has bubbles on it. Okay, aside from one scratch at the bottom, okay, so you have a scratch, and you can see from the picture that there is a scratch. When you open the article, I will increase the size of the picture. You can see there is one scratch like right here at the bottom, okay, scratch. You can scratch it when the cell phone falls on the ground for any reason, when you let it fall, right? When it has an accident, or maybe when you leave it with kids, they may scratch the surface of the cell phone. Okay, so the scratch at the bottom of the cell phone, he takes sole blame for. It means that he assumes that he's responsible for the scratch. It's not the product's fault. My Galaxy Folds 3 exterior cover screen is still almost pristine. It is still almost perfect. It has no problems. But at this point, some people might be wondering why I upgraded at all. Okay. So here he says that some people who are reading the article or who are seeing this video you may wonder, why is he upgrading from Z Fold 2 to Z Fold 3? Okay, let's see. The bubbles my Z Fold 2 screen suffered from were certainly annoying. Okay, so he had a huge bubbles problem with the Z Fold 2. I believe that this is a Z Fold 2. I believe, right? It doesn't say here, but I can assume it's a Z Fold 2. It was the previous phone. But they weren't so bad considering, I considered switching back to a standard candy bar handset. Instead, my main goal for buying the model, aside from professional curiosity, yeah, many people buy products just because they are curious about something. They want to see how the technology has improved. And this guy working with technology, he writes articles. If you worked as a journalist, a tech journalist, and making reviews of gadgets, of products like TVs, cell phones, video games, cameras, whatever, you have to have your hands on this product and in order to review it, to understand what changed from one technology to another. His main goal, why did he buy the model? Because he wants to get a foldable phone that might better survive a newborn. Yeah. Okay, so he wanted a new foldable cell phone or mobile. All right, and here we are talking about a baby. This guy has a newborn. What is a newborn? It's a baby. So he wanted a cell phone which is baby proof, right? You can buy a cell phone, and if a baby gets or puts his hand on the cell phone or do something, let something drop on it by mistake, water or whatever. And here I believe he's talking about drool, right? Drool ruining the device. Okay, so drool, it's when you open your mouth for long and you have drool, right? It falls from your mouth. It's water from your mouth. Not water, it's saliva, right? A drool. Okay, compared to typical smartphones, the Z Fold 2's lack of water resistance was all but guaranteed to become a problem after my son was born. So here he's talking again about his baby. Okay, I guess one of the main problems people have with, in general, is related to water. When you drop water in it, on it by accident. A computer, I had previous problems with notebooks because I let it drop water or juice or maybe food, you let it drop by mistake, of course, you don't drop something on purpose. And electronic devices and water, they don't work well, right? Unless the product is waterproof. And cell phones, as far as I know, they aren't waterproof exactly. They are water resistant. There are some models, I believe that might be some models which are waterproof. You can take pictures from underwater. But for example, the cell phone I have here, I believe it's not waterproof. It's water resistant. Okay, so sometimes I let some water on the surface, just some water, and I quickly dry it, right? I quickly swipe and take something to dry it so that it doesn't have any kind of problem. The same applies to my computer. What about you? Have you already had some kind of accident with your cell phone? So think about it. Tell me what kind of problem you had with an electronic device that you bought and you had to replace it. I don't remember the last one I had to replace, but I remember that I had to hire someone to have my computer repaired in the past, not now, because I dropped some juice on it, I believe. Okay. It felt like I would have to keep the phone in a separate room. It's advisable, right, to keep devices which are very pricey, very expensive. You have to keep them away from children, because children, especially babies, newborns, they don't care. They want to catch, they want to throw it, they want to put it in the mouth, right? So it's unpredictable. If you leave something inside, right, so the baby can see it and they get it, you might have to buy another one because it's ruined because of it. Last, I chanced some small amount of spit up or drool, ruining the device. So it was because of the baby. The baby ruined the cell phone. I will show you here what it means, what drool means. This is slobber, oh my god. But it's drool, right? Something that comes from your mouth. Drool. Why do we drool in our sleep? Drool. You see? So the baby let some drool on the surface of the phone. And depending on where it goes, it may ruin the device, damage the device. And that simply wasn't something I wanted to do, which is what drew me to the Z Fold 3 and its IPX8 rating. I have no idea what this IPX8 rating is, but I believe it's related to waterproof or water resistance. And let's see this sentence over here. I figured if a phone can withstand sitting in the water for up to 30 minutes at a depth of up to 5 feet. Oh, so the Z3, it's not only water resistant, but you can put this cell phone sitting in water for up to 30 minutes at a depth of up to 5 feet. Okay, so it's nice. It has some nice water resistance. So if the phone can handle this, it could handle anything a baby could throw or spit at it too. Okay, so that's the main reason he bought a new cell phone. So you see, you have 3 cameras. I believe my cell phone, I'm seeing here, yes, my cell phone also has 3 cameras, 3 holes right here, 3 lenses from cameras. The back of the phone has also held up very well. Okay, so it's baby proof. Aside from one ding on the edge of the frame. Okay, so just one ding at the edge of the frame. I can see it from here, what the problem was, but besides that, the product is pristine. It's clear, it has no problem. And let's read the last paragraph related to this news. Thankfully, I think my strategy worked, because even though it costs around $800 to upgrade, after trading in my Z Fold 2, oh my god. What does it mean? It means that it's not that the Z Fold 3 cost $800. No, it's an upgrade price. So you give your Z Fold 2 and you get the Z Fold 3, but you have to pay in exchange $800. So it's a very, very expensive, right, cell phone. If you make a direct conversion, it might be around 4.5 thousand reais. But of course, you have taxes and stuff and everything. If you buy a product like this in Brazil, I believe it would be much more expensive. I'm curious. I want to know the price of it. I want to know the price of it in Brazil. I don't know whether it has available in Brazil. Oh my God. Z Fold 3. Okay, at Samsung's website, it's 11,000 reais. And here at Americanas.com, you have a foldable one. I believe it's the same model, it's less expensive. Okay, just to have an idea, right? You see? Very expensive. The price range, no, I believe this is a scam. It's too cheap, right? Or refurbished cell phone, I don't know. But in general, the price is quite pricey. The product is quite pricey, you see? Jesus Christ. I wouldn't give this amount of money for a cell phone. What about you? I already think the cell phones as they are very expensive, right? It's very expensive. It's more expensive than a computer. And I understand cell phones, many people, they don't even have personal computers or laptops at home. They just access the internet through cell phones and they work as everything. They can surf the net, they can download apps, they can see Instagram, Facebook, everything. So they don't need computers. I have a computer. I have this need to have a computer, but I also have a cell phone and a video game. But some people, they just, I will do it all in a cell phone. So I don't need to buy a video game because I can play games from the cell phone. Some people, they work using the cell phone. And many people, they take pictures from the phone. And in the past, it was different, you know. Remember, if you're old enough, of course, you had a cell phone and a camera. Yes, a photo camera. It was different. Nowadays, you can do it all in one gadget, in one device. Okay, so cool. My Z Fold 3 had been peed on. Oh my God, the baby urinated on the cell phone. The baby peed on it. It's been vomited on, Jesus Christ, and it had milk splashed all over it, and it's been totally fine. So it's baby proof, yeah. The phone has also been gnawed on more than a handful of times to no effect. What? I don't know what this expression is. Let me see. Gnawed on. Jesus Christ. No. Yeah. To be gnawed, it means, okay, when you bite or nibble something persistently. Okay, so when the baby takes the cell phone and starts biting this phone, right? Because babies in general, they put everything they see in the mouth. Gnawed. You see, I learn many different expressions every time I study. That's the magic of English. I love English because of that, right? To bite at or nibble. Yeah, different expressions. Nibble I have seen sometime. Bite, I know this expression. Chew, bite, nibble, crunch. Crunch is already a known expression. So while the addition of water resistance to Samsung's foldables might not be all that exciting, considering regular phones that had it for years, it's a huge enhancement to everyday usability. So when they buy the phone, you have to consider many different aspects. And this guy has children and he wants a product which eventually children can take, drool on it, vomit on it, right? Milk splash on it and whatever. and it's water resistant. It's not waterproof, because waterproof you can let it underwater and not care about it. But here in this article we saw that this product you can leave it underwater, right, in water surface, but for up to 5 feet, and I don't know how much time. I forgot about it. Let me see. Jesus Christ, I already forgot it. But it's not a huge amount. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, it's nothing. But of course, if you let it drop, it fall, for example, by mistake, you're on toilet, in a restroom, and you let it fall in a toilet. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's nasty. Or anything, you let it, you are at the side of a swimming pool and you leave it drop in the swimming pool. So you have no reasons to worry, because your phone will be perfect. And it's a good thing, because you see how much they cost, especially to us. For Americans, I guess it's not that much, but for us, it's a huge amount of money. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will leave the link of the article at the description of the video. So this video is part of a series which is called Read and Talk About, and we also have the matching from it, the mirroring from it in Portuguese, explaining text expressions in Portuguese for basic students, which is leitura comentada. So we have leitura comentada with explanations in Portuguese and read and talk about in English. We also have a huge amount of videos, more than 750 videos in English and Portuguese explained, because this channel is about English language. Basic content has explanations in Portuguese, and intermediate advanced content in English only. We have grammar, vocabulary, business English, exercises for vestibulares, exams, and we have reading of articles, so we explore many different aspects of the language. So I hope you subscribe, give a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, as I record videos weekly, not every day, but as often as I can. Okay, so see you next